What we're hoping is, and it's going to be achieved because there's so many different volunteer organisations and wonderful groups involved, is that we are able to restore the environment along the 25 kilometres of creeks that lead all the way to the Campaspe River.
We've come from Strathfield, say, to here, getting out towards the McIver Road at Longlee, and we've also started doing some work the other side up near Sugarloaf on our way to Axstar. And I think as Strathfield, say, grows, it's becoming obviously more important that we look after the creek reserves that do run through Strathfield, say, because to me it is probably the biggest asset of Strathfield, say, is the Sheep Wash and the Emu Creek and the Axe Creek that run through the township.
A lot of the project will have a lot of weed control, follow-up revegetation, and that will occur each year over the next couple of years as well. Where there's permanent water through the system, we want to have a look at habitat improvement works for native fish restocking, the opportunity for the likes of platypus and also Ricali as well.
One of the side benefits that's been mentioned today here at the launch is that an aim is to bring platypus back into the creek systems. So we know they exist in the Campaspe River and there's a good population there. So restoring the creek beds back to the natural environment should allow platypus to come back up and people can see them in their natural environment. How wonderful is that?
The SDCE had funded a walking path along the Emu Creek. It was on Creek Reserve. It was totally covered in weeds and what have you on the creek side. And over the years, mainly from others walking past showing a bit of interest, we sort of started up this regular Tuesday morning down the creek, clearing out the weeds, and it grew and grew. And now we've got 35 members. So we've actually now created our attempted humour, the fossils. So some of them like taking a chainsaw and cutting out the weeds and having bonfires, and a few prefer doing a bit of planting and revegetating, but yeah. So it's ended up a bit of an old men's shed without the shed. This is a great example of the whole project here today, I think. We're attacking the Briar Rose, clearing that, and also doing the revegetation.
So when we were down doing the native fish restocking, that was a great opportunity, particularly with those young kids and their family, and getting to see the fish go into the creek. Purple spotted gudgeon and the southern pygmy perch are two of the main fish that we're looking at the moment, but we're hoping that other species will put in the system as well. There's less demand for fences and also off-stream watering probably into the future. So consequently there's a shift back to looking at the ecological value of the creek line and what that brings to the property. And the value it brings to the creek, it also brings to the property. So I think the improvements that can be done are seen as being very valuable to the landholder.
One of the big advantages of the whole project, it's been an educational process for landowners. Most people come out here for lifestyle these days. There's not too many full-time farmers. And for us to give them a little bit of knowledge as to what's weeds and what's not. Yeah, people are genuinely very interested. We've spoken with almost 100 landowners from Strathfield, say, to Axdale now, and I think generally 90% of those have been really supportive of the project, which is going to be vital to its long-term success.
Normally organisations approach us through the Community Partnership Program and send in an application on what the project's going to be giving back to the community or the environment and how they will meet the objectives of our program, which is to leave a long-lasting benefit to the community. And so our advisory committee reviewed the application and this project was successful.
Yeah, no, it's incredible for us, I suppose, to think where it's grown to in about 3 or 4 years, what we've done. And we are doing a lot of good work. Like last week, for argument's sake, on our Tuesday morning, we planted 2,500 native grasses, which we've never planted anything like that in one morning before. But that was because we had council, we're working with council. They came out and helped dig the holes and provided the plants and what have you. But yeah, I think we had 15 or 16 workers helping there, so it's amazing what you can achieve. The project was initially funded for 2 years, calendar 23 and 24, So we're coming up to halfway through the project, and yeah, we've made terrific progress so far and looking forward to continue that on.